Louisville teenager acquitted for the murder of his stepbrother is back behind bars tonight.
On Monday, after Josh Young failed to show up to court, a judge signed a warrant for his arrest. Tonight, acting on a tip, police located Young hiding out in the basement of a friend's home. WLKY's Lauren Adams has more on the story. Lauren?
Good evening to you, Vicki. On Monday, after Josh Young failed to show up to court, things went from bad to worse for the teenager. But tonight, I spoke with his family, who tells me there's a very good reason Young didn't go to court that day.
I've had to call the police on them more times than one.
And it was another call, a tip that would lead authorities to the 4400 block of Woodgate Lane Wednesday night. Josh Young, the caller said, wanted by police, was staying with friends at this home.
We heard them knocking on the door very hard, and it was enough that we could hear it in the house, with the house closed up.
Josh Young, according to those living in the home, took off running and managed to evade authorities. But tonight, U.S. Marshals and police returned, taking Young into custody around 6:30. The arrest leaves neighbors like Jim Lucan shocked.
But I was surprised to find out he was in my neighborhood and right across the street from me.
Nancy Deal, meanwhile, is furious.
What are you thinking?
Young had been on probation after pleading guilty last month to assaulting a witness who testified at his trial. In the weeks since, he had been charged with shoplifting, public intoxication, and criminal trespassing. Monday, his probation could have been revoked, but Young never showed.
If he's simply confused, let's either bring him here and we'll talk about it. That's unfortunate.
Young's older brother, Christopher Cooley, says Young is, quote, misunderstood.
It's been rough on the whole family.
And he says Young had a good reason for missing court.
He just wanted to see his kid born. He wouldn't see him. That's it.
But for neighbors living along this block, it's not quite so simple.
To know what he's been accused of and what's going on in his life, to know he's in our neighborhood, it's unsettling, to say the least.
Young's brother couldn't tell me how long Josh Young has been staying at that home, but he says it's a place where his brother has friends and a place he feels comfortable. Christopher Cooley tells me, in fact, the people living there did not even know Young was wanted. Tonight, no word on if any of those people will face charges. I'm Lauren Adams, WLKY News.
Thanks, Lauren. Tonight, Josh Young remains at Metro Corrections on a $25,000 cash bond. He returns to court tomorrow for the probation hearing on that assault case he pleaded guilty to last month.